So I just got to make a rack system for these baby olives, and I can do a video on how to build one of these soon if you like, but here's the end result. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, in place a day or so later. So I've actually did a lot. There's heaps of room in there though. I put let's see what temperature. 31.9. So I put a Perspex front on them so I can see in them. This guy's wet in the water, obviously. But yeah, so this is actually not going to be for the olives. This is where I put all the Antaresia for the moment. And the olives are over here. Right behind me in that rack there, which is pretty gnarly. So all 9. So I had 9 of them, which is super cool. And today we're gonna see if they'll eat. They probably won't, but if they won't eat the pinkies that I get out, then at least the tiger and the death adder will eat them anyway. So we're gonna get them out, have a look, and have a chat about basically what happened in that egg, or what I think happened in that egg, and let's go. So basically what I looked up was, I'm going to show you, because this is winter blooded style, and this is an old piece of stickers. But anyway, I'm just going to write on the back of this. So basically, inside the egg, inside the egg, there's an embryo, and that embryo, it's going to be hard. Yeah, so inside the egg, there's an embryo, and inside the which forms a snake. So it's a little dot, and then the snake starts growing into a snake, like that, slowly but surely. But what happened, either in the egg, when it got to that spot, the embryo was kinked, and the bodies fused together instead of separating. And it could still grow like that in the egg because the tube was still feeding it all the yolk. So so they still got to their final form. But basically, yeah, that's basically what happened. So either from being squished, like wrapped around from the mum, wrapping around them, or from me separating them later on, but they probably would have been already too formed. And it's just bad luck, and that stuff does happen. So it's not really genetics, it's not really anything like that. It's more the fact that the embryos were fused together as they were growing in the egg. So what happened, that guy that was fused together, that was alive, he stayed alive 24 hours, and he pulled apart his stomach, and everything came out, and bits and pieces were left behind. He was still slightly conscious, but yes, it wasn't long after that until he passed away. But here at Winter Blooded, what we do is we don't waste anything. So I fed him to my elapids that love to eat other reptiles, and I also fed those 2 stillborns to the elapids, just so everything gets used. But yeah, so that was quite an experience, and quite sad, but at the end of the day, that was Mother Nature, and in the wild they would have definitely died straight away. But that's the best that we could do. I was contemplating taking him down to the vet the next day, but he was already done too much damage, and it was irreversible. But anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get in We're going to get some of the babies out, the 9 that survived. They're healthy as, they're happy as. They shedded in the first week. And then I put them into their, they were all together. They shedded all together, and then I separated them into their tubs. And now it's been a couple days since they've been in their tub, but it's only been, this is probably just coming up to the 3rd week now. So chances they're still going to be pretty full. Maybe some that didn't have as big an egg or as much yolk might take a pinky. So we're just going to try feeding them a pinky today and see what happens. So here I just got 3 pinkies out defrosting because I don't want to defrost too many, because I doubt many will eat straight off the bat. This is the first one. So number 1. Let's give it a go. So I'm just going to show you what I do for this first one. I'm going to go through them all, and then if any take, I will definitely film that. But yeah, so these pinkies won't be wasted. I'll probably feed them to the tiger and the death adder at the end if no one takes them, or I'll feed them to the Mertens behind me. So let's have a look. So the trick is with baby snakes is that you have to be relatively quiet. You have to be very gentle, and then just see their response, and then go from there. So there's this guy, looking beautiful, still looking rather plump, so he's probably not ready for a feed. Oops. Strike. These are defensive strikes. Oh. Eat it, bro. That's right, man. So this is a defensive strike right here. So what else I'll do is I'll get some warmer water so they're ready to go, and it might be a little bit more appetizing. He is very defensive. I'm going to try another one. It's really just hit my hand then. That's how far these guys can strike. That brings me to another thing too. If you are going to think about getting a baby olive, these animals grow really big. They require a lot of energy and training young. And they will eat you out of home. You feed them so much, they get so big, and they can strike so far. This is come on, dude. You're striking. I want you to go it. Go it. You have to be very persistent. But as I said, these have all been defensive strikes. It's about trying to get them to grab on. Alright, I'm going to heat up this water and then try again with this guy. Again, we'll try again. The warmer pinky. As I said, this is not likely for them to take this straight away. As in the wild, the chances of them finding a mammal straight off the bat would be very slim. They would more likely find lizards, frogs, birds. Another thing you can do is you can leave the pinky in there with them and then they eat it in their own time. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'll do that later on. So yeah, not very interested in biting, or well, very interested in biting, not very interested in eating yet. So put this guy back and I'll try the same thing with the others and I'll film if any of them end up taking it. This is number 2. He just took it. Hold up, you've got to be very still. He's biting down, he's eating it straight away. So number 2 is a success. How cool, how exciting. I did not think that was going to happen this quickly. That is so good. Alright. So you just be very still. You don't move his tub until it's completely finished. I don't know if you can hear me because I am talking rather softly. How cool is that? First meal, buddy. Well done. How cool. All right. My arms are hurting because I'm holding the lid up and the camera. You got this. Get past them shoulders. So I might I'll film the whole thing for number 3 and see if I can get the strike in it as well. How cool. Took his first food straight off the bat. Second strike. Boom. Legend. Alright, I'm going to put this down quickly. I'll get to the next one. Come on, dude, get past them shoulders. How clever to automatically know how to do this. Animals are amazing. Yeah, boy. Sweet. Oh, oh, come on, get it down. Yes, it's past the shoulders. Perfect, mate. So you don't want to make any sudden movements yet until that's down at least like 5 to 10 centimeters, so it's past their regurgitation. Well, they can regurgitate at any moment, but it's a lot easier for them to do that when it's still up in their neck. Do snakes even have necks? That is the question. Yes, perfect. So number 2-8. Alright, number 3. Completely different response to the second guy. He went straight for it. This guy might need a little bit of persuading. Oh mate. Heat up the water again, so it's nice and warm, so we can see it better. How do you feel? Number 5. Hey buddy. Does that look yummy to you? That's 2. So number 2 and number 9 took food. So good. That's so good for the first couple of weeks. It's so funny watching them have their first feeds because they're so unco. They have no idea what they're doing. It's just all instincts. Well, I've got one pinky left, so I might give it to the tiger because the tiger's pretty hungry. So I'll just grab that out. So this is Shere Khan, my tiger snake now, and she is a baby, and or he, and she is also in shed, in blue. So she doesn't know what's really going on right now, but she is an absolute sweetheart. Oh, she just hissed at me. So she doesn't really know what's going on right now, but she is used to being handled to some extent, obviously. But she's also a baby, and she's very small, but she's also a lot bigger than she was. She's getting chunky. Look at her, she's beautiful. Her colours are much brighter, but she's just in shed right now. So on the LD50 scale, a tiger snake is 0.118 of a mil per kilo of venom to kill. And it is also the 5th most venomous land snake in the entire world. So this is Shere Khan. She's beautiful. Or he. I'm gonna see if I can get her to eat this last pinky, even though she's in a shed. If not, the Death Adder definitely will. Do you want to eat this, darling? So let's see if I can film this. Do you want to eat this? Yeah? Boom. Perfect. Awesome. Even in shed, she still eats. So good. I love this snake. Snake has let me hold it and let it run through my hands. It was assist fed as a baby, and it was given to me. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to Renee for that. So cool. One of the coolest leopards on the planet. When these guys flare out, they look so nasty. But yeah, she's literally just about to shed. Oh, but there we have it, guys. Caught you up, and I've just been super busy. We had Christmas, which was the day the eggs hatched, and then it was my daughter's birthday on Boxing Day, and then I had New Year's, and then it was my son's birthday in January. So it's just everything's all at once at this time of year for me. But yeah, cheers for hanging around, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It keeps me in the algorithm, and we can keep this going, and I can bring you just more animal content. Peace, guys.